I'm Jason Epperson. This is RV Miles, and it's time for the latest in RV and camping news. Welcome back, everybody. I'm on the road here in Charlottesville, Virginia, coming from inside the rig because it is absolutely way too hot outside for me to be recording out there. It's like 92 degrees and incredibly humid. Of course, the big news over the past week, tragedy struck the heart of Texas hill country over the 4th of July weekend as catastrophic flash flooding swept through riverside communities, killing at least 95 people and leaving dozens more missing. Among the hardest hit areas, as often is the case in disasters like this one, were RV parks and campgrounds and trailer parks near the Guadalupe and Medina rivers, where rising waters swept away entire rigs in a matter of minutes. At the Blue Oaks RV Park in Ingram, owner Lauren Guillen encountered a horrifying scene. She and her husband raced from door to door of RVs trying to warn them to evacuate. Quote, in about 40 minutes, we had 30 feet of water, she told NBC affiliate News 4 San Antonio. Every single RV and vehicle was gone, washed away, she said. A family of 5 camping near the river could not be reached in time. Their rig and others ended up nearly a half-mile downstream, forming what she called a wall of about 30 to 40 vehicles all smashed together. In Bandera County, deputies went door to door at Pioneer RV Park along the Medina River, urging residents to evacuate. Most complied quickly, shaken by the news of neighboring counties' devastation. Search and rescue efforts are ongoing with helicopters, boats, and divers scouring flood-stricken zones. Officials say the Guadalupe River in Hunt rose more than 26 feet in just 45 minutes, an unimaginable surge that washed away cabins, trailers, and campsites in the dead of the night. The Kerr County Sheriff confirmed that at least 75 people have died there alone, including what I'm sure you've heard already about, 27 children, many from Camp Mystic, a historic all-girls summer camp situated along the river. President Trump has issued a federal disaster declaration for the area. RVers in nearby parks are being advised to stay alert as additional rain threatens the already saturated ground. There were more flood warnings today. And RVers across the mid-Atlantic and southeast are suffering the effects of Tropical Storm Chantal, which dumped up to 10 inches of rain across parts of North Carolina on Sunday, leading to widespread flooding, power outages, and road closures. Several popular camping regions were affected, and more rain is expected as the storm pushes northeast toward Maryland, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. The worst impacts were felt in central North Carolina, where emergency responders carried out vehicle rescues after flash floods stranded motorists, including some RVers on the move for the holiday weekend. Roads around Chapel Hill and Southern Pines were underwater, with video showing vehicles, including campers, submerged to their windows. In Southern Pines, a private dam failure added to the flooding, and officials rescued at least 3 people from vehicles near the breach. Tens of thousands were or are without power as the state and campground closures were reported in several low-lying areas. While no fatalities or injuries have been reported as of early Monday, forecasters are warning that the storm could bring continued flooding and dangerous driving conditions as it moves towards the northeast. This is already the 3rd named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season, which is expected to be above average this year. Experts are warning RVers and campers to prepare for a volatile season with a higher risk of rapid storm development and inland flooding. If you're traveling along the I-95 or Blue Ridge corridors this week, or you're staying in a riverside campground, keep a close eye on weather alerts, pack your rig for quick departure, and avoid setting up in low-lying areas. Remember, just a few inches of water can carry away a vehicle. More in a moment, but first, this episode is sponsored by Hughes Autoformers, makers of the Power Watchdog Smart RV Surge Protector. If you're serious about protecting your RV's power system, electronics, and appliances, you gotta meet the Hughes Power Watchdog Gen 2. Released last August, it's packed with features, both the trusted old ones and new, like both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity. Monitor or cut power from your phone whether you're sitting in your RV or miles away. And fault logging stores up to 10 faults with timestamps, so you'll always know what happened and when. The Hughes Power Watchdog shuts off if voltage goes too low or high, or there's a miswire, and it features a newly designed rugged weather-shielded clamshell body with padlock option and a new side entry cord relief. As always, if big spikes come, Hughes uses a replaceable surge module instead of forcing you to buy a whole new unit. And now available is their new Watchdog Power Center. We talked about this a few weeks ago. It's now available for purchase. These are all-in-one power stations that replace the older gray box Autoformers that actually boost the voltage when low voltage is detected instead of shutting it off. So you can continue to use somewhat bad power. They have the same dual Wi-Fi Bluetooth connectivity and smart app features as the Watchdog, plus a built-in LCD screen to monitor voltage, amps, and energy right on the unit. Find out more at the link in the description or at HughesAutoformers.com. We actually have a few things that we talked about when they were announced that we have sort of now available updates on. AquaHot has now announced the release of its new Edge tankless on-demand RV water heater that we talked about earlier this year. The company says the system delivers instant unlimited hot water at consistent temperatures while eliminating the lag and waste often associated with traditional RV water heaters. Unlike tank heaters, tankless, or sometimes called endless or on-demand water heaters, only activate the burner when hot water is needed, and you get sort of endless hot water as long as you have tank space and enough water. The Edge is engineered to fit in existing 6-gallon water heater sidewall cutouts, making it a drop-in upgrade for many RVs. It's available in both door and doorless configurations and includes a digital wall-mounted controller. AquaHot says safety has been a key focus in the design. The Edge includes flame-out protection, automatic fan monitoring, active freeze protection, voltage safeguards, and a pressure release valve. It's backed by a 2-year limited warranty. AquaHot is long known for its hydronic heating systems that are found in many luxury RVs and motor coaches. They're positioning the Edge as a compact, affordable solution. This is probably a unit that we're going to see RV manufacturers adopt along with some of the other on-demand water heaters like Girard and Dometic as sort of the OEM version. I think it's cool that this is an easy replacement unit for a tank water heater for those looking to make a change, but I'm curious to know how y'all feel about on-demand tankless water heaters. Having had both, I far prefer the tank models. I think they're less finicky and you can use electricity along with propane to heat, which is nice, but what do you think? Maybe we're at the point where it'd be nice if RVs didn't come from the factory with a water heater and you got to choose which type you'd like the dealer to install. I don't know. A much anticipated European motorhome is finally hitting US shores. We shared with you a tour in January from the Florida RV Super Show of the Italian-built Wingamm Oasi 540.1, a luxury Class B plus camper van that essentially fits in a parking spot. It's now available for American buyers after a rocky start back in 2022 delayed its original launch. Only 10 units from the first batch are clearing customs right now, most already spoken for, and more made-to-order units are expected to arrive by November. Built on the Ram ProMaster chassis, the 17-foot 10-inch Oasi 540.1 is anything but typical. It features a fiberglass monocoque body, adding width, insulation, and a quieter ride over a similarly sized Class B van. It features a 6.5-foot kitchen counter, L-shaped dinette, drop-down memory foam bed, wet bath with a full standing height, and a Euro-feeling design. There's a 5.5-foot rear garage large enough for gear or a full-size spare tire. You got to choose one or the other. Battery and solar systems come standard, and buyers can opt for upgraded off-grid capabilities. It starts at around $188,500, and Wingamm plans to bring longer models to the US soon, including the 20-foot Oasi 610 and 22-foot 690, with deliveries expected in early 2026. Another unit we talked about in the past, we have some more details on. Detroit-based startup Grounded has launched the G3, its third generation Bright Drop based electric motorhome based on the Chevy Bright Drop 600 or 400. The G3 improves on the previous G2 with longer range, up to 286 miles, better insulation, and a more polished customizable interior. One big change, no more roll-up delivery van door. Instead, there's a full-width swing-out rear door with a window which increases thermal efficiency and rear headroom. The cabinets have been upgraded, no more plywood. You now get aluminum frames and durable recycled materials with more color and finish choices. The electrical system has gotten a big boost. House battery capacity has doubled to a maximum of 20 kilowatt hours now with modular self-heating batteries, plus 1 kilowatt of rooftop solar, and vehicle to home power output up to 1.4 kilowatts. I think it's interesting that this is an EV motorhome that has separate house batteries. There are 3 trims available. The Form from 165K, which has a fixed queen bed, basic kitchen, small fridge storage, Starlink, and up to 10 kilowatt hours of battery. The Function from $180,000, more kitchen and a bigger battery. It also has a shower or desk option and upgraded finishes. And then the Freedom from $200,000 has a full kitchen and bathroom, 20 kilowatt hour battery, high-speed Starlink, and a motorized lift bed with a lounge underneath. Grounded G3 pre-orders are open now. Coleman is recalling over 228 1,000 of its Converta camping cots due to a dangerous defect in the seat back adjustment mechanism that can pinch users' fingers, posing a risk of serious lacerations or even amputation. The recall affects models sold nationwide at retailers like Walmart and Amazon between January 2011 and March 2025. The products have tan or white fabric with the Coleman logo and black steel frames with adjustable legs and backrest positions. Customers are urged to stop using the recalled cots immediately and contact Coleman for a free repair kit. You can check if your model is affected and request the kit by visiting recall.coleman.com. And finally, the RVing and boating industry share a lot of similarities and even some common ownership. For instance, companies like Dometic and Lippert make a lot of marine components. Winnebago owns Chris Craft and Barletta Boats. Barletta is a pontoon boat manufacturer that was founded by Bill Fennick, who co-founded Keystone RV, Grand Design, and is a co-owner of Brinkley RV. And now there's a new boat company with RV ties. The Alera Marine Group is open for business, based out of RV capital of the world, Elkhart, Indiana, founded by Alliance RV co-founder Coley Brady and a team of marine professionals. This is a separate company, not a subsidiary of Alliance, but I thought it was interesting to share. Alera's debut model, the Model M pontoon, has already gained attention through private dealer events and early test rides. Quote, "The Alera era represents a wave of energy," said Joe Mell, who is both Alliance and Alera's vice president of marketing. "It's about building something with presence, something that turns heads and makes people feel like they're part of something bigger. We're not just launching a boat, we're launching a movement. It's a vibe." The Model M will make its public debut in the coming weeks, with boats arriving at select dealer partners later this year. That's it for this week's RV and Camping News Roundup. I want to remind you about our Mile Markers community. It's our sort of paid membership, kind of like a Patreon organization for our folks who just want to support what we do here. We give you additional bonuses like extra podcasts. We do a live stream. I'm going to be doing a live stream tonight, actually, with Mile Marker members, and a whole lot more. It's $7 a month or $70 a year, and we really appreciate all the support that Mile Markers give us that make this content happen. So thanks so much to Mile Marker members and to anybody who's considering becoming one. There's a link in the description below with all the information. Thanks so much for being here. Hit the like button if you got something out of this video. Subscribe if you want more like it, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.